Close your eyes. Remember, hypnosis is not what you think it is. And hypnosis, you won't even know that you are. You absolutely won't notice any difference. Mostly because you're in that state already anyway. That's right. To a degree. Although this audience is a more sophisticated audience and already has learned to be more resistant to it by your nature. But many of you are not at that stage yet. Just keep your eyes closed and start squeezing your hands together. The more you do it, the better chance we have of having an interesting evening. Start to squeeze your hands together. Now just increase the pressure. Just increase the pressure slowly. On my command, increase the pressure. On my command, increase the pressure. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. That's it. Keep squeezing, squeezing. Keep squeezing, tighter and tighter. Now you'll start to notice, as you start squeezing your hands, that they feel like they're not your hands. You actually feel a little strange about that already. And you'll notice that. But keep squeezing them anyway. Squeezing. Put your strength into your squeezing. It's harder, tighter, and tighter, and tighter, and tighter, and tighter. More. Keep increasing the pressure. Now, I want you to put as much effort into it without, getting out of breath. Just keep on squeezing. Put a lot of effort into that. Keep more. Tight, tight. Now, what's going to happen is the tighter you squeeze your hands, the more they will start to squeeze on their own. And you'll notice it. And when you try to when I ask you to try to unsqueeze your hands, you'll find that the hands will continue squeezing together by themselves. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. You cannot undo those hands. They will squeeze on their own. There are many people in this audience now, and you kind of know who you are, that when you try to unsqueeze them, they keep squeezing together. Now, stand up, those of you who cannot unsqueeze your hands. You cannot unsqueeze your... Stand up, please. Those of you who cannot undo your hands. Those there, thank you very much. Come up over here to the audience with your hands squeezed together. Come sit up here with me. Your hands will start to loosen up, but your head's going to get heavy. And you're breathing deeper. The head's falling forward, and you're relaxing your hands. And you're absolutely relaxed. Your head's getting heavier and heavier. Heavier. Your head feels like big heavy weight. Good. Falling forward, falling forward, falling forward. Your whole body's falling forward now. Falling forward, falling forward. Relax like a sack of potatoes. Completely relax. Relax completely. Yes, that's good. Now, I'm going to touch each one of you, and that will be an instruction to listen to what I tell you. The person I'm touching, you feel like you weigh 500 pounds. Try to get out of your chair. Can't. Go ahead, try. Go ahead, try. You can't. You can't do it. Go ahead and try. You can't do it, can you? The more you try, you see that? Click, relax now. Don't try. Just become very relaxed. That's fine. But whenever I touch you on the shoulder and say sleep, go right back into that same condition. Would you do that for me, please? Thank you. And then I'm going to help you with a problem, because I know you've got one. Okay? But I want to show you something. Your right shoe feels like it should be on the left foot, and you have an irresistible urge to change your shoes around. Okay? And you'll do it within 2 minutes after I say open your eyes. Okay? And I'll count to 10, and then in a few minutes I'll tell you to open your eyes. Count to 10 backwards. And whenever I touch my hand, it will increase the compulsion to change your shoes around. Within 2 minutes, very close to 2 minutes, you'll have your shoes on the other feet. Understand that? I touch my thigh, that will increase the impulse. Okay? I'm going to count to 10 backwards, to 0 from 10, and then you wake up. Whenever I touch you on your shoulder, you go back to sleep. Okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. Wake up. How are you feeling?
Fine.
Okay. Maybe someone would like to hold her head up a little bit. She's having a nice sleep. Just put a cushion or something. Give her a little cushion, a little bit. Excuse me. Okay. What are you doing?
Putting my shoes on.
Okay. Okay. Now, why are they that way?
It's supposed to be that way.
Don't you
It
remember?
wasn't comfortable before.
You don't remember me telling you that ahead of time? Remember we were talking about me making a person come over and change their shoes around?
Mm-hmm.
Remember me saying that?
Yes, I do.
And you're sitting up here.
Yes.
And you change your shoes around. Now, why did you do it?
Because this one didn't feel right.
And they feel okay now. Well, how about those people over there? How they wear their shoes differently from yours? Can you,
I can't see what...
oh,
I
I beg your pardon. Yeah. Is this yours?
No.
There. There you are. Now, could you explain to me what these people are doing wearing their shoes differently from yours? Your shoes point outward. Mm-hmm. Theirs point inward. Could you please explain that?
I can't explain it.
Would you try
actually.
to explain the errors of their way?
You know, if you put the shoes on this way, it's going to feel comfortable.
You gotta have a better argument than that. I'm sorry, they're not going to buy that.
It's just stubborn of you to wear your shoes like that, because they should point out like this. More comfortable.
Don't you get irritated with people like that who don't listen?
Yeah.
Would you like to convince him, for instance? I think he needs to, convince him.
Gentlemen in the...
Pick one.
Well, if you wouldn't be so stubborn, you'd see that if you put your shoes in such a way that...
Do I need to go any further? Now, the most gentlest of things I did, couldn't have been any gentler, but instantly transference. And he's actually not aware. He's somnambulistic, which means most of you are hypnotized, but you know that you are. Or you could know that you are because you see yourself doing stupid things and making excuses. Have you ever made an excuse for yourself? That is immutable evidence that you're hypnotized. That you've been moved, something has moved through you, and something has actually made you do something you didn't really want to do, or it was wrong, and you don't want to admit it's wrong, so therefore comes the excuses. You see his excuses. He's rationalizing it. Now, you don't remember me telling you to change your shoes around?
I do.
You do. But then why did you change your shoes around then?
You told me to.
Well, why did you do as I told you to?
Because it was uncomfortable.
See, even though, I'll be back with you in just a minute, even though this gentleman knows I'm the one that made him do it, he doesn't really believe it. It's really because they actually feel like he's gone to his feelings. They actually feel comfortable that way. They don't really feel comfortable that way at all. But that's the compulsion that you could make a person do anything. That's anything. But if it's a sin, it's much worse. This is parlor stuff. This is harmless. There's no harm to this. But you see that you may not know, and as he does not know, the forces that are working through him. And I'm a gentle soul.